everyone. My name is Shannon, and I will be starting us off tonight. And this is my colleague Matt, who will be taking care of the second part of the presentation. And we also have Shireen and Pascal, who are in the audience. Before we get started, we really want to take a moment to thank and acknowledge our project partner, the City of Kelowna, and particularly Michelle Cam, for all of the support and guidance we've received over the past 8 months. And of course, to the UBC SCARP studio team for always keeping us on the right track. Yeah. Okay, so almost 100 years ago, in September 1925, the mayor of Kelowna drove a gilded spike to mark the arrival of the first train within Kelowna city limits. By 2013, the CN Rail had discontinued use of this rail line, and in 2018, the city of Kelowna purchased the same right-of-way with a vision of transforming this into a thriving and mixed-use transportation corridor. As we go through the presentation tonight, I wanted to point out that we will be referring to the Okanagan Rail Trail as the ORT. It's important also to note that while the ORT begins 30 kilometers north of Kelowna, near Vernon, our project is focused only on providing recommendations to the City of Kelowna's 18-kilometer portion of the Okanagan Rail Trail. And if you take a look behind me at this map, it will give you a sense of where the ORT is located within the City of Kelowna's boundaries. So starting up at the top, this is the northern region, which is mainly agricultural, but we also have the airport as well as UBC Okanagan. As you begin to travel down towards downtown, the land use changes and becomes a mix of industrial, commercial, and residential. And finally, as we reach downtown, you see Okanagan Lake. In order to support the ORT as a thriving transportation corridor, our project decided to hone in on 4 key concepts. The first concept we focused on was strategically increasing population density adjacent to the ORT, as this has been recognized as being a highly influential strategy in increasing usage of transportation corridors. The second concept we focused on was to increase the number of access points in order to get on the trail, as this has been shown as critical in increasing walkability and use of active transportation infrastructure. The third concept we focused on was increasing job density adjacent to the ORT, as this is highly correlated with populations commuting by public transit, as well as active transportation options like biking and walking. And finally, we focus on recommending provision of amenities such as bike share, water fountains, and washrooms, as these will also play an important role in encouraging people of all ages and abilities to use the ORT. These recommendations were provided in the form of design guidelines, access points and gateways, land use changes, and transportation options.
Okay, so we divided the trail into 5 zones for analysis and to show our recommendations. The zones were generally divided based on similar land use, and and each has a slightly different character to them. We came up with interesting names and concept drawings that show what we hope they will become. So the first zone is the Innovation District. It's located just north of the downtown near Okanagan Lake. The focus of this zone is really to transition primarily from low-density industrial uses to high job density uses. An example would be transitioning from a storage facility to an office space. The next zone is the Neighbor Hub. This is located east of the downtown. Currently it's primarily single attached housing, but we want to increase population density to higher density options, as you can see in the photo. The focus here is to promote a community and neighborhood feel by adding amenities such as picnic tables, food trucks, community gardens, or just more open space, and also having the building open out onto the ORT rather than having the back facing the ORT. Full steam ahead here to the Mill Creek Zone. We didn't want to derail from the idea of increasing density like in the last couple zones, but the Mill Creek Zone is really about showcasing the history and natural features of Kelowna in an urban setting. It's called the Mill Creek Zone because there's a creek, as you can see. There's also a historic grist mill, which was used the creek to power it and turn grain into flour. Number 4 here is the Works Yard. This zone is very mixed with industrial and agricultural uses, and we recognize the city can't eliminate all of these uses in favor of higher density options. So the goal here is to really make this zone more compatible with the ORT by fronting onto the ORT so that loading zones and big trucks are in the back of the building away from the ORT, as well as adding lighting and amenities to make it feel safer for cyclists using the ORT in this area. And the final zone is the Farms and Flights Zone. This is located in northern Kelowna, Surrounding land use is mostly agricultural, but also includes UBCO and the Kelowna Airport. Again, the land use won't change too much, but the focus here is really to connect the UBCO and the airport to downtown and everywhere in between. So this is just a small snapshot of our project, and we'd love to chat more in more detail if you come check out our poster after. Thank you.